Fat tire. Well, it's pretty good. We found out that we like beer much more than we like school. So we took a job in the brewery. The very first day we went to work. It was a rough day. I think we were like doing the very bottom of the barrel kind of jobs at the brewery. Bottling beer, cleaning kegs. Anybody seen those kegs with the wooden bung on the side? Old school kegs? We have to take those things out manually. So if you guys can picture this, he's on one side of the room and I'm on the other, and we got a hammer and a chisel. These things are under pressure. So you chisel them. If you do it perfectly, the lung will shoot out and you try to hit your friend. So I think that was the first day of work. That's got the title of bung master. I'm not sure if that's good.
I mean, if you're good at it, then you're good at it.
So outside of being able to hit your friend with a bung or a piece of wood, it's stinky beer. We brought home 5 cases of beer a piece that day. Our friends and roommates' eyes got about this big. Right then we knew we found our calling. So as we progressed through college, we started upgrading and moving up the ladder through these breweries to the point where we were running breweries for people, starting breweries for people. It got to the point where we were going to graduate. You guys ever go through that scary moment, like, holy crap? Guess you gotta say crap. My
mom's here. Yeah.
What are we going to do with our lives? We're sitting there on the couch and, lo and behold, imagine that we're drinking beer. Let's give this a shot. So at that point, we made a pact to ourselves that we were going to start a brewery. So off we went, taking our practical knowledge, and went off to brewing school. They do have brewing schools in the States. Pretty fun. And about 4 years later, we felt that this was something we could do on our own. Came to the Southeast, actually to Charleston, helped some folks get started with a little brewery there. And when that got done, came to Atlanta. It was right before the Olympics. Was anybody else here at that point?
Yeah.
Crazy energy. Tons of cool people. The world was watching. It was just amazing. You just feel the buzz. And it's like nowhere else that I'd seen in the Southeast. It's North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Tennessee. We came to Atlanta. It was the last stop, and it was just like, boom, this is it. We tried the beers that were being made at that point. Nothing like what we wanted to make. Nicholas said, a little bit about our beers, but, we come from the West Coast, come from Boulder, which is always aggressive. And that's the style that we wanted to do, and we thought it could be completely different than what was being made here. And it's as simple from there as, finding a location, calling up friends and family and say, hey, we've got this great idea, we're going to start a brewery. Are you still there? Can I borrow some money? Are you still there?
Right.
And, sure enough, our friends and families believed enough in us that they lent us a little bit of money, borrowed some money from Uncle Sam, rented a spot. Does anybody know where the name SweetWater came from?
Not like Honey Creek.
SweetWater Creek. You're on it. You're on to it. SweetWater Creek.
Like Honey Creek. The duck did.
SweetWater Creek, SweetWater State Park, which is right down 20. The original brewery was right down the street from there. So we get done building the brewery. We're avid outdoorsmen. Hence the trout. We're also big kayakers. We used to go kayaking down that river before we found out how polluted it was. We'll get to that later, some of the things that we're doing now. But that's where the name came from. You want to chirp in? No, you're stop. It's on the road. Anybody have any questions up to this point? Yes, ma'am.
So you moved here to start a brewery first before you had the name and concept? Or you moved here?
Yes. I mean, everything's been sort of haphazard. We knew what we wanted to do. We knew what our goals were. We knew Atlanta was the spot that we needed to do it. And all the pieces kind of fell into place.
Well, where were you from originally?
Myself, I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah, I can hear the
Get a California entity here, and we met in the middle in Boulder, Colorado, and then how we ended up in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wait a second.
No,
wait a second. She has a distinction here.
Yeah. South Jersey, North Jersey.
That'd be North Jersey. Am I still a Yankee if I say South Jersey?
It's okay.
Say turn. What I like to add is that we've been doing this for almost 11, almost 12 years now, and to be in the company of this group here, to have the appreciation for what we've been doing over those 11 years, to be able to develop our products and have them be appreciated,
I think Freddie will concur that when we started out, we were 26 years old, and we went out into the local market in Atlanta to say, hey, we have a new beer that we'd like you to try, and it's called SweetWater, and we would probably run out of 9 out of 10 places.
If we didn't have free beer.
Yeah. That's when it dawned on us that we should go with an offering. So we started showing up with free beer, and that kind of opened people's eyes. And, 11 years later, I think we've gained the respect of a lot of our community, and that's what makes it so special for us to be here today, because we're sitting in a beautiful surrounding here at Serenbe. It's a great crowd of people here, and they've come to appreciate all the different varieties of beer that we have, what SweetWater is all about, what Serenbe is about, what Chef Nicholas is about, and to match up the dynamics of both of these entities. It's pretty neat.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yes.